Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. So today's video I'm going to be uprating the speakers on my Jimny, as the sound quality in this Jimny is probably the worst speakers in the history of speakers. I mean, anyone that has a Jimny will probably know, but honestly, even my Nan's Taran has better speakers than this. So just listen to the quality, and then you understand why I'm changing it in the first place. And I'm going to show you what I'm changing them to. I don't know if you can hear that. It might even probably sound good somehow on the GoPro, but honestly, the worst sound. If you want a car with no bass, this is the one to buy for sure, 100%. So the speakers we're going to be fitting today is the Pioneer. I got this from Halfords. It's the TSR 1350S. These are £40, which I didn't think were too bad for Pioneer, and they are bigger than the original. These are 13 centimeters, and I think the originals are 10 or something or other. So we're going to try and see if we can fit these. Now, I'm just going to take one of the speakers off now, and I'm going to show you the comparison of the size difference. Right, so just compare the back, even the magnet on both speakers. You can see the difference is actually pretty impressive, and the wattage of both speakers are obviously a lot different as well. So I'm hoping that these are going to sound better. This also has a different radio on it, which will also help. This came with a JVC. I'm sure there's going to be a video somewhere of how you change a radio. You just buy an adapter that plugs into the standard harness, and it will plug straight into your aftermarket radio. So even the face of it is a lot bigger, which might be a bit of a problem, as if you look, I don't know, I'm gonna have to get a torch, but it's gonna flicker. If I turn the torch the wrong way, it might help. So you can see that there's like a cable that goes down the side of that metal, but I want to try and see if I can make a spacer where the speaker spaces out, and that cable can stay where it is. And then I'm going to try and see if I can put the cover back on as I've taken this out, just so you could hear the sound quality as this one's got it on. I've got to see if I can still have that cover on with the new speaker. So yeah, let's see if I can make this thing work. I'm sure I can. So yeah, let's go in the workshop and we'll see what we can do. Right, so where's the connectors? That side. So the magnet fits in the gap, which is good. So I'm gonna have to find a way of spacing this out, because as you can see here, it's gonna trap the wire otherwise. So I'm thinking, first things first, I'm gonna have to either file or cut this down so this bolt can fit. So the original bolt can either fit through this gap or in here, as it doesn't fit in any. So I'm gonna go file all this down, all four of them. Right guys, excuse the lack of brightness. I think I've chosen the worst day on video in this. So as you can see, I've put a bolt through. I'm only going to use 2 of these. I drilled all 8, but I'm actually only going to use 2 of them. It's going to be fine, it's not going to affect anything, because what I don't want to do is, I don't want to start cutting and drilling into the standard speaker housing, because I don't want to, if I was going to go and sell this, I'd like to put the standard speaker back in so I can put that cover back on, because I don't think that this cover is going to go back on. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to leave it off. So I've used this bolt with the washers to extend it. I've already started putting this, I'm trying to be careful, don't break anything. Put the speaker wire on. That rain's horrendous. Right, so you're obviously not going to need all of this, But you cut it down once we have the speaker in the rough place, then we'll measure it, then we'll cut it, take your speaker back off. You're going to need to get some terminals so you can plug it into the standard speaker harness, because we're not cutting into that, we're going to use the standard harness. So like I say, we can put it back to factory if we need to. And yeah, so I'm going to do the same as what I've done to this one. And then we're going to fit it to the standard holes, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so I just test fitted it, and literally 4 nuts is perfect. And unfortunately for me, I can't get to or see this plug, so I'm gonna have to guess, make this slightly longer and plug it in first, and then just tuck the wire around the back. That's all I can do really. So I'm gonna what are these, just normal? Okay, cool, just normal blades. So let's go plug it in and screw it into place. In knowing which one goes where, I'm not 100% sure without looking on the actual diagram, which I'm not going to do. But if you put this in the wrong way, the speaker will still work, it will just work backwards. So instead of booming the bass as a speaker coming out, it will just boom the bass with the speaker going in, if that makes sense. So it will still work. Right, I've done this side, I'm going to go do the other side, and then we'll do a sound test and see what it sounds like. Right guys, so the new speakers are in. Let's hear the difference. Right guys, as you can hear, there is improvement. Is it much improvement? It's not as much as I thought, but it's definitely improved for sure. So it turns out, so I put the new speakers in with the old radio, and it was an improvement for sure, but I know it could do a lot better, because you know, I've changed speakers in previous cars before, and I know the difference in the noise quality and the bass and stuff like that. So I actually changed out the radio, JVC. Turns out there's something wrong with it, I'm not sure what. I'm not an expert in audio or anything like that. I just have a self-experience of doing my own cars and stuff. So I've changed the radio to a, what is it, a Sony DSX A400 BT. I believe you can get it from Halfords. A mate of mine was kind enough to give it to me, so I'm going to show you the sound quality now. It's improved a lot. It's so much better, and it's definitely something I recommend you do, but I still want, you know, a bit more noise and a bit more bass, so I'm probably going to add extra speakers somewhere. I'm not sure where. I might do like an under seat build on driver and passenger. I'll see if there's any room there, or if not, I'll see what I can do about removing the rear door cards and adding some speakers in there. So that's it for this video, and if you're interested in seeing me add some speakers to my Jimny, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video.